What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Dennis. We are back with the new video. I hope you guys enjoyed your week. I had a great week this week. It was just no stress because I'm tired of the games and the bullshit. But y'all don't know what I've just been going through recently. But this has been a great week. I'm really good. I want to say thank you if you watched Michelle and I's new video from Monday. As you can see, Michelle is not here. Michelle had a doctor's appointment. So to fill in for Michelle is Den. Den has been going for about 6 months on the Scorpion Show. Last time he was here, no, maybe 4. It was like Outfest that night he was here talking about the basketball wives thing. Shout out to Hot Ass Mess in that video.
Last time I was, you know, what a lot of y'all don't know, that last video, I had just found out my cousin died like 2 hours before.
And I don't think you brought it up on camera though, right? Yeah. So that was a.
And then I left and went down south that, Tuesday.
And this is when you just had started the mail job.
Yeah.
But tell them what you've been up to and stuff.
First, what have you been going through besides the house and getting back together and stuff?
Talk on camera about that stuff.
Oh. What have you been going through?
Child, it's been a hot ass month since we've been back home. It's just terrible. But yeah, that's all I will say.
Well, I've just been working, literally. I've just been working. And first I want to say to you, you hit me up the other day to ask me to take you to IKEA.
Yes, I sure did.
Okay, I hadn't talked to you since the fish fry. And the first time I hear from you is, what you doing when you get off? Can you take me to IKEA? No, how you doing? How was your day? No dog. How freaking inconsiderate was that? Like, now before, I had a job where literally like all I did was sit on my ass all day. So I didn't mind like going to work and then leaving to work and then going to go do something. But at this job, I'm a mailman. I'm walking up and down streets, up and down steps. I'm carrying 75 plus pounds on my back. It's hot, it's cold. Like, it's different. So I would love for you to be like, how you doing? Are you good? Are you okay? Ain't no. Then
Dennis a dog because we was texting that day.
The lies you tell.
In that group text.
Go back to it. You didn't say nothing. And then that's what I said, Kevin. Not today. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. You ain't say nothing. You ain't say. Okay, like.
Let me see.
I'm gonna let you go back. Nothing all that day. Nobody said.
Yes, we was like Tuesday.
No.
We was
later on that night after, but you just hit. That's it.
Oh, well, yeah, you right. Okay. But you could have texted me and say, "Hey, dog, how was your day too?"
I'm just saying in general, but like, I literally have a physical job, like physical.
But it was all right. Okay. Sometimes we say, "Hey, what you doing?" We don't say, "Hey, how was your day?" I'll be like, "Hey, well, I ain't hear from y'all such, and you want to ask me? You might ask me for something or send a video or question like, don't send me a video and don't say how was your day." You know, I wasn't being petty. You know, I
didn't say you was being petty. I'm saying I'm just bringing it up to you because you didn't know. I'm like, I
really need a favor, and that's fine because I got somebody to do it for me.
Yeah, and the only reason I'm bringing it up because that day was a bad day for me. I literally like.
And see, being with me could have made your day better.
I literally like in the crowd that day because what y'all don't know is that I'm a mailman now. I'm a mail carrier. But you know, in the beginning stages, the best way to describe it is like when you become a mailman, you don't come right in and you're a mailman. They have titles for us called CCAs. CCAs is short for City Carrier Assistants. Now, anybody in the world that starts working at the post office right now at this moment will be called a CCA. And it's like pledging, the best way to describe it, because you have to like put in time to actually don't have that title, CCA, you're just a letter carrier, you're a mailman, or whatever like that. And I am what they call the hired help. My job is to come in and help the regular mailmen and mail ladies that have been on a job for years. And what they mean by help is they give, well, first of all, the money is so good in the post office. People that have been in the post office for years get paid $28 to $30-something an hour.
Lord, I'm in the wrong business.
And the post office, after 8, you get overtime by the day. So after 8 hours a day, you're getting time and a half. After 10 hours a day, you're getting double time. Okay, so for y'all that don't know, time and a half is your whole hourly pay. Plus,
y'all better know what time and a half is. Half of the
it's your whole hourly pay, and then half of your hourly pay. So if you get paid $10 an hour, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't get paid $10 an hour, and you get paid time and a half. You're gonna get paid $10 an hour plus half of $10 an hour, which is $15 an hour. So in the postal service, you get paid that by the day. So after 8 hours, you get paid time and a half. After 10 hours, you get paid double time. Double time is your pay times 2. Like if you get paid $10, when you double time, you're getting paid $20 an hour.
Can I borrow $20?
Yeah, you sure can. So, look, what's that?
I don't need $20.
So they bring us in, new CCAs. They bring us in because they rather pay us $30 an hour.
That's how much you get paid?
No, I'm just throwing it out.
Woo!
They'd rather pay us $30 an hour than to pay somebody that been there 10 years $60 an hour.
So they make
so they really work us to death. Now, we are contractually supposed to get 4 hours a day. I be at work from sun up to sundown like a slave. When I wake up in the morning, it's just transitioning from dark to daylight. When I get off, it's dark. Or whatever like that. And the mail carriers, they give us the hard parts thereof. And it's so funny because when you first come in, they tell you all this. They say you're not going to have no days off. It'll be 20 days in between you getting the day off. And you know they're going to work you. The money will be good, but you're going to work hard for that money.
Time to spend it.
That's exactly what they tell you. So I knew this coming into the job. But I'm like, yeah, the money's good. I don't got nothing to lose. Listen, let me tell you something. If it wasn't for that saying that I've said on this show before, stick with it, or whatever like that, I would have been quit it because it most definitely kills you. And that particular day, I got to work. They sent me out with a route. A route is 7 hours long, and then on top of the route being 7 hours long, they gave me an hour overtime. So I did the 7-hour route, then I traveled to another part of the route and did an hour on somebody else's route. When I got back to the station, they sent me back out to go help somebody else. I was just so fucking tired. I'm like, really, y'all gonna, but that's what I was hired to do. I knew that's what I was hired to do. In the post office, being as though people are texting and emailing and everything is being done online, they lost a lot of their money in first class mail. So they picked up an Amazon contract. And that's why they're hiring all these people, because they're trying to, you know, remember a couple of years ago they were saying the postal service is going down, it's not about to be no more, because they did lose money in the new age with everything being digital or whatever like that. So they finding new ways to build money. So the post office is in the Amazon business, in the parcel business. So UPS and FedEx aren't the only people delivering packages. They have us delivering packages too, and not little packages. I done delivered TVs, VCRs, air conditioners, like it's just
be heavy.
Yeah, that should be heavy. It be having signs on that say "Team Lift." Watch your back and telling you to lift with your knees and not your back. Stuff be that heavy because the post office is doing anything to keep their money up, because all the money in the post office comes back into the post office. Like they don't get money from, like, you know, the state.
Well, they're gonna have to
like
step it up. They need their own USPS delivery service or something.
It's just crazy. We wouldn't even, if you can even go online and schedule for us to come to your house and pick up a package. It's gotten that hard. They've gotten that hard off to make money. It's just because they're trying to keep up with the times, and they're trying to compete with FedEx and UPS and all the other stuff. But that's what I've been doing.
They are the delivery service, the original delivery service. So they need to be stepping it up.
Yes, I've lost weight from working.
None of my clothes.
Don't touch me.
You true. Y'all see how fast he pushed my arm away?
Because I'm insecure. I done lost weight. I'm a little flabby and stuff.
So what? You lost it. I noticed it when I looked at you.
I gotta go to the gym. He made me take my coat off because he said it messes with the green screen.
I ain't wanted to mess with the green screen. I gotta get back. I said the Scorpion show, you know, y'all know since the fire and stuff, I haven't really had the time to edit and stuff like that. I'll just throw the fucking video up. Sometimes it'll be a green screen, sometimes it won't be a green screen. No, bitch, it's 2016. If I'm not going to end the Scorpion show, I'm going to need to step it up. So that's what I'm going to be doing from here on out.
He's like, don't wear blue or green. I'm like, when did you ever tell me to come and tell me to be color coordinated?
Because I wanted to come out right. I wanted to look right on YouTube. I wanted to be in HD. I want that shit to be clear with the freaking background on whatever we talk about, all of that stuff. So yeah, I just needed him to just comply if he was going to be my guest co-host for the day.
I'll comply.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So thank you for coming on. But
thanks for having me.
there are business that we need to attend to. Now first I'm going to say, please make sure you click that thumbs up button if you haven't done so yet. If you're watching Scorpion Show for the first time, I hope that you click that subscribe button. Also, make sure that you click the share button. The share button is located right below this video, or if you're on your phone, you hit that little drop down thing and you click share, and it'll take it to Facebook, Twitter, or wherever you can share a video. You can even send them out text messages
if you copy the link.
Yes, you can. Or you can snap this and be like, yeah, bitch, I'm watching the Scorpion Show featuring Dennis on your Instagram or whatever. You know, such and such. Do that. Thank y'all for your support. So, the first thing we can talk about, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby this week, he went to court because his defense team tried to get the new charges against him thrown out because they said about 10 years ago he made a deal with former DA Bruce Castor and saying that if he gave his testimony that he would get immunity. But after 2 days of testimony, the judge decided that the prosecutors can proceed with their case against Bill Cosby because they do not have proof that such a transaction went down between... You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, such a transaction. Ow! Because I see you look at the rest of what's going on. So they said there's no proof that an alleged deal was made between Bruce Castor and Bill Cosby. But Bruce Castor was saying like Bill Cosby had to be a fool to admit all those things in a deposition if they were not going to proceed with charging Bill Cosby. So, I'm okay with them going on trial, but I still want them to prove that Bill Cosby did this. What proof do they have that this actually happened besides Bill Cosby just settling with them in a civil suit and paying? I want to know what proof do they have. How do you feel about it? Because I don't think you've ever talked about this.
I've never talked, and it's so funny, I've never talked about it, but as I'm listening to you talk, I'm only thinking about one thing. His wife, Camille. Like, I want to know, well, clearly, actions speak louder than words, so we know where she stands at, because she's still with her husband, but I feel like more than one person isn't going to say the same thing and be lying. Now, maybe some of the stories are exaggerated, and I personally believe that Bill Cosby is guilty.
In the court of public opinion.
And yes, that is my opinion, not the opinion of the Scorpion Show. I believe that I believe that he's guilty, but it's so funny because I can remember being a little boy, 11 and 12 years old, and right now I'm sitting at this table, I'm 28 years old. From that time up until now, there's always been, speculation and rumors about Bill Cosby touching women. Mm-hmm. Right now it's just hitting the fan the way it's hitting the fan. So I believe that he is guilty, and I believe that he will be found as such. But I just want to know, where do his wife stand there, especially when he, admitted to those Quaaludes. Quaaludes and like
back in the 70s.
How long? Like I feel like somebody needs to sit down and talk to her. Like I'm waiting on Oprah or somebody to get her and interview her.
I think at this point she probably don't even care anymore. She been knew that Bill Cosby been cheating on her and sleeping with different women. I'm pretty sure she has known that. Maybe she just turned a blind eye to it like so many other women do. When their husbands are very successful, they let them do whatever he want to do. As long as they take care of the kids, the house, the home, and her. Whatever. I think she's probably way past that by now. That's probably why she never left Bill's side or anything like that.
But she's just as guilty as he is, and I feel like as a woman,
she can't be guilty. She not putting people drinking.
You're right, and let me explain by what I mean by guilty.
Allegedly.
What I mean by guilty, she's just as like for
saying guilty by association.
She's guilty by association. If this is going on, and then you're a woman, you know, like it's like, you know.
I understand.
You know, that's like another mother. Like another mother will feel bad when another mother go through something with their child. Like, oh my God, as a mother, I wouldn't know how I would deal with the death of a child. You know, so it's like, let me come to you because I'm a mother. You know, it's like woman. As a woman, like, you know.
Well, yeah, well, I hope. I don't know at this point. I hope that one day maybe she can speak out because I want to hear what she has to say. Bill Cosby can no longer use his power anymore to, you know.
What you say before this? It's a new day.
It's a new day. Yes, I told him. He's like, bitch, I can't remember. I go, no, it is a brand new day.
Sister Act 2, by the way.
That is my movie. Haven't watched it in a while. She's like, no sunglasses in here. Ain't no sun coming up in here. Take them sunglasses off. This is a brand new day, ladies and gentlemen. This is a brand new day. So let's talk about the people versus O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story. Now, if you happen to be under a rock, back in 1994, Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ronald Goldman was killed in California back in June. That's it, June 1994. I remember, probably, if I could get the date right, probably been like June 12th, somewhere around there. I remember it because I was back in the 4th grade, and it was just this big thing about O.J. Simpson possibly killing his ex-wife and her friend, and she had got stabbed all these times. It was terrible.
Nearly contaminated.
Yeah, and we were talking about like who did we think did it, and we wasn't sure if OJ did it or if somebody else did it. And I can't believe that I can remember that back in the 4th grade, but it was just like a big thing. And I remember the Bronco chase. I remember them talking about that on TV because it was just going on for a long time. Then like in summer school, like, and when I was in the 4th grade, summer school, bitch, it wasn't even mandatory to go. It was just offered to you, so your parents sent you. And we went from, our school ended like the end of July. But anyway, we would just like read the daily newspaper and read stuff about what happened. It was just like a real big thing. But I really didn't understand how big it was until maybe the 6th grade, and they were on trial, and I just couldn't believe that they were saying like this trial will last. Bitch, I don't even remember. I think the trial went on for like 2 years. It had to be like 2 years. It had to be a long ass. This trial was long. Or maybe it wasn't a trial that was 2 years, but I do remember in October 1996, O.J. Simpson was found not guilty. But anyway, do you remember the case? I was so young.
I was 6 years old, going on 7 years old. I don't remember the case. I just remember adult kitchen table talk about it, and every news station was talking about it. But I just remember O.J. Simpson and speculation about him killing his wife. Who A.J. Simpson was, I had no idea. All I know is that everybody was talking about it. That's all I remember.
Yeah. I remember when I seen Chris Darden and Johnny Cochran, I was like, oh my God, he looks just like Chris Darden.
Which one is Chris Darden?
The one when he went into the office and he was talking about another case to Johnny Cochran, and Johnny Cochran cursed him out.
Gotcha.
That's Chris Darden. I remember what's his name? Johnny Cochran, Judge Ito, Kato Kalin. I remember that his testimony wasn't really it's very flaky testimony.
So I need to ask you questions about it. Who was he? I want you
Kato Kalin. He was staying at OJ's house.
Who is he?
At the time, I don't know.
Is he allegedly mentally retarded?
No, he's not mentally retarded. I don't remember exactly what who he was, but I know he was supposed to have been in the house and had heard noises, but he never came out to see what was going on. Like Cato's testimony has always been like shaky, like he wasn't really telling the truth. And as you seen, like in the movie, OJ had asked him a question and he was like,
because that's
"You said
getting burgers, right?"
Yeah. So
which made it come off as he was like mentally retarded. He was taking care of him. Like,
I don't know if he was mentally. I think Kato not retarded.
I'm just saying, in the movie you would think that, or is it just me?
I'll just say.
Leave in the comments because I'm like, is he like?
I ain't get mentally. I never got Kato.
Because when the cops came and initially knocked on the door, he came to the door. It was like he didn't know if he was coming or going. Like, oh, he's in Chicago. Are you there? Are you high? Like,
shit, he probably was. I don't know.
But then I thought he was high too. But then the burger scene when OJ was like, "You told him he was getting burgers, right?"
Yeah, because it made it seem like we was in on this. That's why his testimony has never been like. It was never like solid.
Listen. All I can say is that
Judge Ito, I remember all of them.
I wish I remember, but that's why I will be tuned in every Tuesday at 10. All I can say is one episode in, even though I don't remember the trial, I don't remember nothing. I couldn't give an opinion whether OJ was guilty or not because I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
But all I know is after watching that one episode, and that was just the beginning. They didn't really break the case down. OJ did that shit. OJ did it. He did it. Like, oh my God, he did it. Like,
he was telling OJ what happened in the beginning, and he was like, your wife has been killed, or he said your ex-wife has been killed, or something like that. And he was like, oh, okay, or something like that. And he was like, he didn't even ask how or what happened and stuff like that. And then they was showing like. The cuts on his hand. Like when they were showing like bits and pieces from the movie, I do remember them talking about it in court. Like, how did you get those cuts on your hands? And like it would fit like they were fresh wounds. And I did hear about O.J. Simpson beating up Nicole Brown Simpson, but I'm saying her full name because that's all I've known her as. But it was never like a big topic until like after the case when you seen Nicole Brown's Simpson's family and Ronald Goldman's family, and they were talking about how OJ used to abuse her. I never knew none of that stuff.
Well, you was a little more cushion though.
But and I was watching TMZ, and what's his name, Harvey. He was saying that he was working for CBS back in that time, and it was just like a big thing for 2 years. Yeah, but I don't think the trial was 2 years, but it was a long ass time.
I know after watching that one episode, I wish I can go back and just relive everything. So as I'm watching the movie, I can compare it to
probably find it on YouTube.
Real life history.
You can find this
because it's sad, but it's history.
Yeah, but Harvey was saying like how he had knew about what happened with OJ abusing Nicole. And he was going to go to the courtroom for the hearing, and he was talking with OJ's lawyer, and he said that OJ's lawyer had pushed the hearing up a couple days so nobody could find out about how OJ had abused Nicole. So it was just crazy. Like I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed them taking like bits and pieces, because you know they can't show the whole thing, even though it's a miniseries. Like the stuff that mattered to me, like the knife. I don't like to hear about the pictures, but how Nicole was murdered, and they said Ron Goldman. As I remember him, she was attacked first, and then he came in to see what was going on. Then he was attacked. I was surprised that they didn't show it or give their interpretation of
what happened,
how they were murdered. But
because it started off with them already dead.
Yeah, but they also showed like how tensions were in LA at the time with
Rodney King beat
the Rodney King trial and everything like that. So it's kind of like you don't want to see OJ go to jail because he's a black man. Like they tied all of that in. I was hooked. You know, they brought up the Kardashians. Like Robert Kardashian is somebody I really don't remember from the trial at all. Out of all the people, I don't really remember him. But I do remember Johnny Cochran, Marsha Clark.
That's my question about
Judge,
why was she so hated? Why is like
it was another prosecutor. I'm not sure why she was hating on OJ.
Why is she like, as people talk about it because they knew it was coming on, they talk about how Marsha Clark was mean and didn't nobody like her, like in real life because of the trial. Like, you know, I'm mad that it's just like I got a week next week. I wish it was a movie I could just go sit and watch it and it's over with.
Yes, but this is it. I think it's probably gonna be an hour. I just enjoyed watching it, the whole thing. OJ talking to his lawyers. It was just good. It was good. Johnny Cochran picking out suits and shit.
Purple.
Yeah, him figuring out how he's gonna. I don't know.
But it's funny because what I didn't know, I don't know nothing about the case, but you would think that Johnny Cochran was on board of being OJ's lawyer and defense team from day one.
Yeah.
Clearly,
but
clearly, Johnny Cochran thought that O.J. Simpson was a shut and closed case. O.J. Simpson was going to jail because he said that they was like, "Are you going to do?" He was like, "Nah, I only do cases that win." That's what Johnny Cochran said.
Yeah, but he definitely won that case, and I think it came down to when it comes to the jury. I really believe, just in my personal belief, that it came down to that glove, and it was just that big thing. If it don't fit, then you must acquit. Because that glove was found at the scene of the crime, and I believe the glove had blood on it and stuff. I want you guys to watch The People versus O.J. Simpson because it's going to be something that I want to discuss every week and talking about the show. Just the story, because it was the biggest, to me, it was the biggest trial of me growing up as a kid. Just that it's on TV every freaking day. You hear new testimony, you hear new stuff coming out and new revelation. It was always something new. You could not watch the news and not hear nothing about the O.J. Simpson.
And FYI, it comes on FX, right?
Yes, it does.
To date in history, that is the #1 show, docuseries, or movie, whatever you want to call it, on that network in history.
Yeah, I need to Google how many people watched it.
But it's #1 in history, not in all of everything they show on that channel. It's been #1. It's really good, and all of y'all should watch it. But you know, that's just my opinion. It's so funny because Kevin didn't watch it while I was on. He must have recorded it because Kevin was at IKEA, and I'm texting Kevin like, he sent me pictures of him at IKEA. I'm like, bitch, you missing OJ versus the People.
And I said, yes, wait a minute. And I hammered up and watched it. It said the numbers are that surprising 5 million people, a record for FX and FX debut. So congratulations to them. It was good. You see how they try to bring the Kardashians' name in? Yeah. Chloe, Courtney, like shut the fuck up.
Kim. But like, it's so funny because in the beginning, we want to talk about this one episode. We've only seen one episode. In the beginning, when they at the crime scene, they was like, whoever did it is bleeding on their left hand. And O.J. Simpson wasn't even a suspect. They wanted to reach out to him to let him know his ex-wife was murdered. Next thing you know, there's blood on his car. You know that he got a wound on his left hand, where they said in the beginning of the movie, whoever did this, you know, they injured on their left hand. It was just like, OJ did that shit. Like, OJ did it.
See, but OJ's paying for his own
demons.
Yeah. And
goes around, comes around.
Yes.
But what is your opinion? What do you think?
I do believe OJ did it. It just was no proof.
But his glove was found at his house.
But you know what? I think it came down to the glove. I'm not sure about DNA and stuff because I don't. If they talk about that, that's something that I don't remember. But you know, when you are a celebrity, sometimes you have a way with the jury, the prosecutions, and things like that. Because OJ got away with a whole bunch of stuff, just like other celebrities did in that time. Because had it would have came out like in 2016 that OJ was beaten up on his wife, and this is the time that we in there, OJ would never play football again. He wouldn't be celebrated. Well, he wasn't really celebrated like that afterwards, but before he was just this big celebrated athlete.
And this is my question. In the movie, Well, when all this happened, was OJ still an athlete, or was this after him being an athlete?
Oh, this is way after.
This is way after him being an athlete.
Yeah, I don't think he was playing in 1994.
I don't have no idea, but I remember the girl Marsha Clark.
Mm-hmm.
She said that the justice system failed Nicole Brown Simpson.
And that is true because she was abused by O.J. Simpson.
But it's so funny that she said the justice system, failed her. But nobody in their real life knew that Nicole Brown Simpson was going through what she was going through.
Her family knew.
Because I remember Kris Jenner and Bruce Jenner did an interview, and they showed the interview. I watched it last night from back in the day, and they said we had no idea that it was physical.
Oh, her family knew. Because she had called the cops several times.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to, they said like on New Year's Eve, he really beat her ass. Like, it was bad to the point it was covered up.
That is crazy. Listen, Tuesday nights at 10 on FX.
Yes.
Please watch.
This is just the beginning because bitch is going to get good.
And it's what, 9 more shows? Episodes?
Yes. Now, to me, Cuba Gooding Jr. don't look like OJ, but, it is what it is. I think everybody
I don't
else...
think it's about looks. I think it's about acting. But I guess it's hard to not say it's not about looks when everybody else look like the actual person.
He doesn't look like OJ, but did you think they made OJ family look real ratchet when he was talking about like how when he was in a room with his mom and then the kids came and how the way he was acting and talking to Kato? Do you think they made him look like there was a ghetto family?
That scene don't stick out to me. I can't.
He was all loud and stuff like, I didn't do this. They're trying to think. He was just so loud and I'm like, is this how OJ really was? Like, I don't know. You might have to tell me, they make his family look real ratchet. I'm like, I don't know. But, it was good. Especially towards the ending of that episode. I was like, damn, why y'all got to fuck with me? It was good.
It's like the stories, and you waiting until the next day, but only y'all will be.
So make sure y'all watch the People vs. O.J. Simpson.
And the funny thing about it is it comes on at a good time. You don't gotta worry about being conflicted on watching something else. Yes. What else is on Tuesday nights at 10?
Brandy, how you doing? And before that, I watched The Haves and the Have-Nots. That is my show. Oh my God, it's the longest soap opera ever. That's been going on for about maybe 2 months, and it's 3 years later. But that's my show.
I'm about to say that's any soap opera.
I didn't know that's how soap operas do. I've never been a soap opera guy. Never.
I used to watch Passions.
Passions? That was the NBC summer drama. I remember that. Like 1998, 99?
Like 2000s. Like, I watched it
Passions came
2005, 2004, 2005.
Oh, I thought Passions came on before, or am I thinking of something else?
It was a soap opera that came on later after soap operas, and it didn't last long, but it was a good soap opera.
I think it came out, I don't know.
Passions was the first soap opera that I watched on my own. Mm-hmm. Now, Days of Our Lives and Young and the Restless, I had no choice because my mom would watch it.
Why?
I remember my mom watching the soap opera. I can remember her laughing, crying, cheering. Like,
really?
I would be a little boy sitting on the floor because we weren't allowed to sit on the couch. And she'd be sitting like, I turn around, she crying, Billy Hope and all of them. Like, oh my goodness.
Yes. So, K.Michelle versus Toya.
Toya just needs Toya, because at the end of the day,
come on.
Toya just needs to just come on out publicly and backtrack everything that she said about K.Michelle. Just on the simple fact is, and let it be known, listen, I was a wife, Memphis was my husband, and I was riding with my husband. And I believe everybody can respect that and will respect her. Because at the end of the day, like, you and K.Michelle have a beef because of Memphis. You ain't with Memphis no more. And it's been proven that Memphis lied and K.Michelle was telling the truth. So Toya just need to come on forth as a woman and be like, and I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Even though I wasn't here for the fakeness with Tamar and K.Michelle, because Tamar just said so much shit and it wasn't even her fight, nothing. So I feel like that whole BT shit was fake, and just if you can't beat them, join them, because clearly Tamar wasn't winning that battle, but everybody else has come forth and basically was like, like Kay was, Toya that's it. Toya, you just need to, and yeah. Just come forth and apologize, or not. You don't even have to come and say sorry, but just say it in so many words.
I think an apology is definitely needed because Toya and her cohorts, they were all working. Her cronies, they were all working together in the demise or the hopeful demise of K.Michelle. And every brick, every fucking broom, every fucking leak. Everything thrown against K.Michelle, she came out and was still standing.
And that's why K.Michelle isn't innocent. She knows she's not innocent, but that's why in that situation, K.Michelle is up here and everybody else is down here. Rashida, Toya, Tamar may be right here, but she still
put her back down because after that album came out, ain't nobody buy it. No. And I'm telling the truth because K.Michelle. First, both of her two albums, they did very well when it came to
and this third one about to do well. The underdog always.
But I'm going to tell you one thing.
What?
Tamar's song, she got this song called Never. That is my favorite song off her new album. But you go back to K.Michelle and Toya.
Toya just needs to apologize.
Toya needs to apologize.
And own the fact that she was wrong.
But see, K.Michelle started that. But see, this is what I say. K.Michelle started because
K.Michelle. She laughed.
Yeah, I seen the tweets. But you know what? This is one of those instances where K.Michelle started it and that bitch finished it. Most of the time, people come for K.Michelle, they start it and she finishes it. And then she looks like the bad guy. And then, never mind. But
for y'all that don't know, okay, this is what we're talking about.
They know.
Toya is writing a book. Well, she wrote a book. She's coming out with a book, How to Lose a Husband, right?
Yes.
The book is entitled How to Lose a Husband. The Shade Room on Instagram posted it in promotion of the book. Toya Wright is coming out with a book, How to, Lose a Husband. K.Michelle commented under the post, laughing emojis. The Shade Room screenshotted it and then posted that as a post. K.Michelle laughing under their caption that Toya's coming out with a book. Then Toya said, thanks for watching and thanks for inspiring the book. I forgot what K.Michelle said after that, but it was...
Yeah, they were just going, slinging them back and forth while everybody sleep. Just sling them up back and forth. It's just that, I think K.Michelle now should just really move on. No matter how many books are written and things like that, you spoke your piece. You talked about what happened to you, and how dare somebody tell you what happened to you when you was there and they wasn't.
And you was proving that you was telling the truth.
K.Michelle, just stick to your music. If you want to do these dumb reality shows, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, do that. I'm not for it, but I'd rather see you on your own. Maybe I would rather see you get into acting. Do something different. Y'all already acting on Love and Hip Hop, so now
K.Michelle isn't on Love and Hip Hop.
I heard she was going back to the show.
She's going back to the show?
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's what I'm saying. She needs to. Ooh, you been delivering too much milk.
I was telling them before we sat down that I didn't know this was going to be a Scorpion Show video. I thought it was going to be a best because it's Best Friends Day on Facebook or something. So I thought it was just going to be us just
But it's all right.
I'm all out the loop with pop culture because I'm literally at work from sun up to sundown. When I get off, I just want to lay down and go to sleep. And I miss all the entertainment, so I'm missing the View and Wendy's and the Talk. And I'm not.
See, I don't watch the Talk. You watch the Talk.
The Talk is better than the View, and I love the View. The Talk is good. I bet you everybody under these comments going to agree with me because you don't watch it, so you don't know. But the Talk is real good.
The best thing about the Talk,
and then they don't. You didn't offer me no drink. The shade of it all.
It's enough too.
Go.
I got an extra cup.
Send Madison and get some ice or something. And some juice.
You do that. I ain't got time for that. How about you bring some on my cup?
Bitch, I want my own.
It's Best Friends Day.
On my own.
But wait, what were we talking about? So yeah, so K.Michelle and Toya, fix it, Jesus.
I'm poor and he want me to drink some of that.
Fix it, Jesus.
Pour it twice.
Twice?
You pour it twice.
I know. You can have some. I gotta edit this long ass video afterwards. So, speaking of hip hop, Moniece and Milan, yeah, let me tell y'all something. Scripted. I don't care how many times Milan says he's bisexual, whatever. Like, it could be true, but I don't believe him and Moniece is fucking. And even if they are, I mean, it really is their business. But I really don't care. But everybody has been sending me all of these messages. It's all right. Everybody been sending me these messages about Milan claiming Moniece and Moniece claiming him. But I mean, women out there do that. They'll try to find a man that is gay and try to turn him straight if they think he's, you know, if he can, I don't know the right word, but
women come at me all the time. They throw themselves at me. They send me messages. Not to y'all, because I love y'all. Even some of the Scorpion Show subbies, y'all be throwing y'all vagina at me and stuff like that. Like, you know, but I'm just disgusted by it on the fact that I feel like it's a publicity stunt.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
if it was just on some strength as you know, I'm bisexual, I like gay, but I really feel like it's a publicity stunt, and I just you know, I'm not here for it because
that's all it is.
Because love is love, and love wins, and that's really all it's about. And it's so funny because I remember when Miles went on the Breakfast Club, I listened to Miles' interview. And then maybe 2.5 weeks later, maybe 3 weeks later, Milan went on there. You know, prior to that, I'm hearing.
Oh, you say Miles? Go ahead.
I'm hearing everybody say how Milan is a media whore. He just like attention. This, that, third, and fourth, and the fifth. But before I come up with my own assumption, I'm watching. I'm observing. He even came to Philly, and I listened to the interview on Power 99, and it really does seem like it come off as if like he went on a promotional tour. Radio, not to talk about love and hip hop, to talk about him and Miles. And it just seems like he just wants the attention and the fame. Whore. It really seems like he's a fame whore.
Yeah, basically.
And he's bitter.
Like, I really don't care about their relationship or anything. Like, I really don't. I'm not. You know what? I'm really getting to that point where I just don't care about a lot of stuff. I don't, because I feel like the Love and Hip Hop franchise is really like. It's not what it was really supposed to be about. Like, it went from a show that was really good to, like, you seen the struggles of a relationship and what they go through because they're in hip-hop, their men is in hip-hop, to now all the women do is just fight, or I'm a cheater and I can't pick which woman I want to be with, and it's just so dumb. Then all the cast members start dating each other, and it's like, this is going to be my role for this season. That's going to be your role for that season. It's getting boring.
It is.
So I can only watch it for a couple episodes, then I'm off of it.
To me, it's not getting boring because I would be right here and be a hypocrite. I'm tuned in every Monday to watch what's going on. But my whole thing is, I have two things. One of my whole things is, I'm tired of the cast changing season to season. It needs to be consistent, you know, and like. You know, if somebody can come back, at least the majority of the cast is there. We don't gotta get to know somebody new and somebody else. And then it's confusing because I be like, how are all y'all in this dating triangle? Like Love and Hip Hop New York, Mariah Lynn and Rich. Every season is about Rich talking to somebody, and then Cisco is back in the system. Like, what a coincidence! She's in between Cisco and Rich.
Who was Cisco?
The light-skinned boy, the heavy-set light-skinned boy in Love and Hip Hop New York. But it was the same thing last year with Diamond Strawberry, Rich and Cisco. It's the same thing.
All scripted. Love and script hop. Love and script hop.
And Amina and Tara, like Tara.
Dumb and dumber.
I feel
did I say it right?
This is my whole thing. Is because we all were born by a woman, but I was brought up around all women. My mom and my sisters and all my friends are females. Kevin though, so I'm really like for y'all. Like I'm pro women, and I feel like, what kind of fucking, like, bitches? Like, you dumb, stupid bitch.
Yes, come on, tell me.
Like, how, like, Tara, and it's not Mina, it's Tara. Like, everything that he's done from the time I've been on the season up until now, but you wake up, the first fucking episode, y'all on the fucking air mattress. You let the cameras catch y'all on the fucking air mattress on the floor. Like, let the fucking camera catch you on the air mattress on the floor.
I think they should be making too much money to be on a goddamn air mattress.
Hello, like, dummies.
As much bullshit they done put y'all through, Mona done put y'all through, and you gonna wake up on TV on a fucking air mattress? You out your goddamn mind? That must be a good
Then y'all fucking wrong if you end up getting pregnant.
Yeah. After Amina gets her pregnant, abortion. Like, let me shut up, Captain. Because you can't, I don't agree with just throwing babies away. I don't agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it seems like. Like, you fucking laid there, you got pregnant by him, and you just can't be.
But here's something we don't know. Amina is pregnant, so Tara and Amina is pregnant.
So,
together.
but then she got pregnant again. Like, after she got, come on, see, y'all hold that.
When you sign up for stuff like this, nobody says, "Oh, you're a role model, so you gotta do what's right in the public eye." But at the end of the day, like, you know, like this is out there for the rest of your life.
But you know what? That's gonna be something she has to live with, and that's gonna be between her and God. And if I was a woman like that, I would not be going on TV getting abortions, because to me that's throwing a life away. And I don't care who gets mad at me. Now, I'm not one of them people that's going to get on camera and be like, say that I will vote against that, because I wouldn't vote against that, because that's a woman's right. But you can't tell me that I'm wrong for how I feel. Now, there are instances where I do believe, like in cases of incest and rape, that a pregnancy should be terminated. But if you lay there, have sex with somebody, and get pregnant with them, then you need to accept the responsibilities that come along with that. That's just my personal opinion. I don't care who gets mad. I don't care. But, you know, that's why I was just saying, like, you shouldn't do that. And for her, like, on a ratchet ass show like this, you pregnant by him, and now because you're having problems, you throw your baby's life away? Like, that is fucking wrong. And it's just, to me, like, that's just not okay.
Especially to turn around and get pregnant again.
Mm-hmm.
So Tara and Amina is pregnant. Now, it hasn't been announced on the show yet, but we'll see. I think at the reunion, she's pregnant or whatever like that. But both of them are pregnant, but I just like...
That is ridiculous. Like,
that is just like, I feel like the...
I hope it was just a storyline. Was she showing when she got rid of the baby?
That's just the bottom of the barrel, like, type female shit. It just makes me sick.
But you know what though? Some women, like, I do be feeling bad. Like, they get pregnant, like, this nigga ain't shit. You know, some stuff just don't, if he beating up on you and stuff, like, I can really understand that stuff. But some women, not all women, but some women do just be getting abortions like it's nothing. And come on, there gotta be a point where you look at something like, what is going on, and why can't I get myself to, like, it's terrible.
I just feel like getting an abortion, it also messes up. It's a 50-50 chance the next pregnancy you get,
and you can't even have kids.
You can't even have kids, or the next child you get will be like Down syndrome or mentally retarded.
Do
or
you think you think that can happen because of an abortion? Excuse me.
I don't think that can happen. I've heard that, you know, like, when you get an abortion, it's a possibility, which, you know, don't happen often, but it's just like having surgery. You know, it never happens, but you could die from the surgery. Yeah. It's like this, like, or you want to get this abortion, but when you go to have another child, you know, just because you had this abortion, your baby might come out with only a left arm, not a right arm. You know, stuff like that.
Well,
I've heard that from like from medical people. So that's how I'm saying. That's not like, you know, I'm pretty sure some of y'all heard the same thing. Especially when you just get an abortion, like you fucking taking showers.
Okay, because that was the thing when I was growing up in the projects. People always was getting them. Like, some instances, no. And if there's a case where you really need to, then I can agree with it. Like, I'm not just saying like I'm pro, what they call it, pro-life. To a certain degree, I am. Yeah, I hope I ain't ruffle no feathers.
I feel like it's your body, it's your life. Do
That's right.
At the end of the day,
people will always judge you for what you do with it.
You have to, go to bed with that on you. You have to live with that. Like it's so funny that we're talking about abortion on the last episode of K.Michelle My Life season 2. Right. She had an abortion.
Same thing.
And that's not her storyline, but that's in her storyline.
And why'd she get rid of her baby?
She had an abortion by the guy she was dating. And her storyline is with this guy is that she's mad at the guy. The guy is trying to get back in her life. But her whole thing is, you weren't there for me when I got pregnant with your child. I had an abortion. So K.Michelle hates him. It's not that she's hating him, but she's a little resentful and a little bitter because she had an abortion with his child and he wasn't there for her when she was going through the abortion. So
she said, let me get an abortion.
Yep, she aborted her baby.
Because she got pregnant by him.
She got pregnant by him.
Because she made a dumb decision. And he wasn't there for her during the pregnancy. So
I don't know. She kept saying you wasn't there for me. So I don't know that she's saying you wasn't there for me for the abortion, or you went, when I got it and was out of commission for a week, or you wasn't there for me when I got pregnant. So I don't know. But she did.
Don't have no abortion.
She did. I don't have no. But listen, C-section.
It wasn't some great. Yeah. No. Listen, I really don't know what's been going on with Amber Rose, Kim Kardashian. They took a picture together. Kanye set it up. They all made a deal. I don't know.
How they set it up?
I don't. Judge, they all, never mind. They all work for Kris Jenner to some degree. I'm assuming. I'm just playing. I don't know. But don't think that. At least I don't think Amber Rose and Kim Kardashian's gonna be girlfriends. I don't see that ever happening. Excuse me. I don't know how it happened. I don't know. But
well, he said that she said that you said.
Yes, like I think they all probably get together and concoct storylines, and just to see how people want to react. Cause now you got Wiz Khalifa saying that. Apologize to him. Kanye apologized.
Kanye West said he apologized to him.
And Kanye, but Wiz said it and Kanye said it because I didn't hear Kanye. But
Kanye tweeted said had a good conversation with Wiz.
But they all fake and phony. Like, it's all dumb. That's why you shouldn't even get too all up in these damn
But honestly, only because Kanye is involved, I don't think that it's fake and phony. Because that rant, that 20 days and 30 night rant that Kanye went on Twitter, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 14.
That was dumb. All because he misinterpreted a tweet.
Oh my goodness. What they say, Kanye said that Wiz stole, what's his name style? Kid Cudi. He said, you stole Kid Cudi style.
Who said that?
Well, Kanye West. And that rant, he went over 30
I just don't see Wiz Khalifa being like Kid Cudi.
That's what Kanye West said.
I haven't heard a Kid Cudi album since I had bought one of his albums like in 2009, 2010.
Let me see if I still got it.
I don't even remember the name of the album, but I did enjoy it, Kid Cudi.
Keep talking.
Oh, I was looking at your goddamn notes, so excuse me. So I'm done talking about them because I really don't care. Congratulations to Janet Jackson. Today is the 30th anniversary of the Control album. It was released 30 years ago today. And y'all know this was the album that catapulted Janet's career after 2 failed successful attempts at making music and releasing albums. And, Control has went on to do so much that I don't have time to keep mentioning all the accolades from that album from Janet, but it's a very iconic album.
Bro, first of all, you stole your whole shit from Cudi.
I don't know nothing about that. They both scared me, and that's that. But Control is a great album, and the album that catapulted Janet's career. lately a lot of people have been talking shit about my girl, and that's fine. Wendy Williams went on her show today with, what is that, an alien?
Yes.
Oh, let's see. So, you know, Wendy went on her show today with L.A. Reid, and they were talking about Janet's music and everything. This is my thing. Wendy Williams. Who opened my door?
Oh, what's up, man?
Hey, Jeremy.
No Mikel today? Hello, Scorpion Show.
No Mikel today.
Right.
He had a dentist appointment. I don't know if a doctor's appointment. Why I can't get a hoodie like that?
And me too.
My uncle comes before you.
Well, that's why I said me too, not one.
Old. This is old. I'll make sure you get the hottest new stuff next time.
Yes, it's summertime. I need some shorts. I gotta get
no
this weight
shorts
off
right
right
now.
first. I know.
Do you get employee discount? Can I use your discount?
I get a good discount.
Can I come and buy some stuff while you there, or you got to be off?
Yeah, we'll talk about that off camera.
I do need to. I'm working so much. I don't get the shit.
Don't bust my light bulb,
I didn't
bitch.
mean continue with the Scorpion Show.
Yes. My stuff comes on Monday. My bed.
Meaning he wants you to put it together.
And I can get off that air. I know, bitch. I can put it.
He don't need nobody help for
Are you
nothing.
kidding me? I put this together. Put these chairs together. I put that together.
Jeremy is the handyman, so that's why I said, you know.
No, Jeremy.
Yeah, but
like,
I got that from him though.
yeah, I'm not gonna put anything. Bitch, I don't even need to see the instructions. Show me the picture. I'll put it together.
Show me the picture.
It may be leaning, but you put it together.
Okay, you tried it.
I mean, you ain't looking at
That was a
instructions.
good one, but that don't lean. This don't lean. It's a little off, but bitch, it's together. I said I don't need to raise it up and down. This is the perfect height. The table is the perfect height. I gotta find something to do with this bullshit in the corner. But yeah. But congratulations, JJ. So Wendy Williams and L.A. Reid was on the show today.
I'm getting his book. It's a good book.
Yeah, it's a very good book. Like, people can say what they want to say about L.A. Reid. I do think that sometimes he could be a snake. Well, yeah, I do think he is a snake in some stuff, and I do believe that they set up Tony, TLC, Usher, all them other girls allegedly. I do believe all of that stuff. Don't talk about, oh, we were young. No, you knew what you were doing, and you knew you were going to get them in dumb deals, and you never mind. But him being a producer, him being a manager, and doing all those things, he did a lot in his career, and I'm not going to discredit any of that. But for Wendy Williams keeps saying about Janet Jackson, I don't like, I mean, I don't want her to make no new music, do the old stuff. No, bitch. If Janet wants to make new music for her fans and they buying it, which they did because it went #1 and put the Tamar on #2, and she sold almost double the copies that Tamar sold, or probably was double, almost triple. There's a need for Janet Jackson music, and her fans are still here for her. So how dare you tell somebody to have a seat? It's just like somebody saying, oh, you will never be Oprah, bitch. You quit your show. Fuck no, you're not going to quit your show. You're going to do your show every week. So how dare you tell somebody, oh, I don't want to hear that. No, bitch, if you don't want to hear that, then don't buy my new music. Bitch, stick to the old shit.
I watched half that interview today. I didn't hear her. I must have caught it in the middle of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Always talking shit about that L.A. Reid, because I don't want to hear the new music too. And then she tried to say back this about Janet Jackson. Somehow, you said that Janet Jackson was the
most difficult person
I
ever worked with.
He said, no, I didn't mean it like that. No, bitch, you probably did mean it. Or maybe he wasn't. I don't know what was going on, but whatever the deal was, Janet only stayed on that label for one fucking record.
What record was that?
Discipline. And she left Def Jam. It kind of reminded me of how when
feedback, she was there for feedback and stuff.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me how when Janet was the queen at Virgin Records, and then Mariah came, some bullshit happened, and then they paid Mariah to leave, and then Janet goes over to Mariah's territory, and then Janet did one album, and she didn't get. I don't think she got paid to leave, but that was just the last album until this.
What album was that?
What?
The album that she
Johnny, that beat is.
Damn, I ain't even take it out the jar. I'm excusing myself.
Yes, it's hurt my head already. You can smell it.
It was smelling good.
God! Oh my!
I don't smoke, but I like the smell.
Let me tell you, the smell of weed reminds me of somebody's underarms, like bad underarms. Like, oh, it's terrible. He threw off my senses. I think I'm high a little bit. But I was saying, yeah. So,
but I was asking you, what album was that Janet did? That one album, not Feedback.
Feedback.
No, you said she went
over.
Oh, that was.
Feedback was Discipline. It was on Island Def Jam or something like that. Yeah, and that's Mariah's label. I think at the time.
You know, that was her comeback and inspiration to me. I want to read that book, and I'm not a book reader, but I will get that. And then on top of that,
you want the tea.
That's on top of that, he went on. But I want to what's the shade with Tony Braxton, because he went on the Breakfast Club and he said he didn't watch Tony Braxton
movie because they set her the fuck up. They set her up. And I think that baby
because she got a $1 million check.
No, she got $22 million.
No, that was for the settlement. But when she first signed, like a while after she signed, L.A. Reid gave her a $1 million check.
Yeah, but you know what though? You know what reminds me of what happened with these LaFace artists and stuff. It kind of reminds me of stuff that you heard back in the time about the black artists in the 60s and the 70s, like how, maybe more, the 50s, 60s, 70s, how these artists, like the record label, pay for their house, pay for their cars, pay for the road tours and all of that stuff. It was kind of like they were, no, I don't want to say that. It just kind of it's not like how it is now, you know, and that's kind of like the deal, because like in the movie, it's like, oh, this comes out the artist's budget, this comes out of that, and this comes out of that. Like, I think that Tony's money could have been managed better. Like, all of their money could be managed better, to where they know what situation they're getting into. And there's no way you should be selling that many millions albums and only get a fucking check for $2,000. So somebody wasn't doing their job somewhere.
I've been following this since I was around for this, and I remember when, you know, Tony Braxton was hot, and then she was bankrupt. I remember all that, and I've been following it from then up until now. And a lot of things, especially since Tony Braxton can be, because, you know, she can talk for 10 years, and then it came out with the movie. Okay, Tony Braxton is a new artist. Mm-hmm. Tony Braxton is a new artist. She skyrocketed to #1. On top of skyrocketing #1, she goes and she toured. So usually when you tour and stuff like that, you have, what you call them people?
Sponsors. She said she didn't have any.
She didn't have no sponsors because she was new. People knew her, but they didn't know her. Like, you know what? We're Pepsi. We want to sponsor her tour or anything like that. So usually when you got sponsors, everything else, the sponsors' money pays for the lights, the people, the backup dancers, this, that, and third and fourth. Tony Braxton didn't have that. So basically she sponsored her own tour, and she paid for her own people, and that's where all her money went, or whatever like that. But
that's probably what they telling us, but you know, it's more.
Tony Braxton said it in so many words.
It's more than on the surface.
Also, L.A. Reid said that Pebbles didn't rob TLC.
Lie.
L.A. Reid said that TLC filed bankruptcy and sued before they could get their money. How the fuck long are they supposed to wait?
Yes, like, it's just sad. It's sad. The whole situation is sad. Yeah. And that's why, you know, you gotta have better contracts. And I think Tony said that what happened to her made contracts better for a whole bunch of other people. It's just sad that everything, like the label gives you this and then you gotta pay it back. Like,
But I never understood why she couldn't talk for 10 years.
Because they already knew she had got a dirty fucking deal, and they didn't want it out there like that. You know, maybe they didn't want it out that they were like, we gonna pay this. I don't know, but I do think that because my mind is starting because I've been drinking. Now let's go back. You say you don't know why Tony couldn't talk for 10 years.
You don't understand why she.
Because I do think that she was done wrong, and I guess whoever was paying that money didn't want people to know at that time that they got over on her, and that's probably why they put a gag on her. I don't know, but it does. Like, but for me, if somebody giving me $22 million, you know what, Tony? Fuck what anybody got to say about me. I got my $22 million. I can chill.
That's
I'm
easy
fine.
for you to say you're not Tony.
My bankruptcy thing is fine. I won't have to talk about it for 10 years, but Tony could have been like, holler at me in 10 years or something like that. I'll tell you in 10 years. Something like that. She probably still couldn't even
I'll
say
tell
that.
you this, in my opinion, Tony Braxton biopic was corny. I feel like it went too fast. Like it's like
I'm gonna get on YouTube now. Go ahead.
No, that's how I feel. And then I'm a big Tony Braxton fan, and I felt like there was missing a pivotal point, and like not a pivotal point, but it was important. And I feel like it should have been important to tell when she was pregnant with her second child. Her album More Than a Woman, she felt like because she was a woman and she was pregnant that that LaFace didn't promote her right. I felt like that would have been good to put in the movie because she's been real vocal about it, and I remember her docu-series and everything like that. When Tamar was in it, it was my first time seeing Tamar or whatever. She was pregnant and she was coming out with this big album More Than a Woman, and that single hit the free with Noon and all that other stuff. She said that was the one album of her whole career that she don't like and it didn't do good. She feel like it didn't do good because they didn't pay to promote the album the way that all her other albums was promoted because she was a woman and she was pregnant. And she really felt like, they really played on her insecurities as a woman because she was pregnant, and had her thinking that I'm a woman and I'm pregnant and I can promote the album, I can do this, I can do that, but they didn't want to pay for the promotion because she was pregnant with her second child.
Well, guess what?
That's why she left LaFace.
Well, I'm sure it's all in Tony Braxton's Unbreak My Heart memoir. So if you feel that some shit should have been in the movie, or if it went too fast for you, go buy the book Unbreak My Heart by Tony Braxton featuring somebody else that helped her write it. But
wait, before you say, I gotta say one more thing.
It's a movie. How much can you fit in 2 hours?
Tony Braxton album Libra, I feel like is some of her best body of work. Oh my God. That is a complete album you can listen to from beginning to end. And I'm gonna say this, and a lot of y'all can disagree with me, but remember how when Destiny's Child album came out, Destiny Fulfilled, and it was like it told a story. Like Destiny's Child album, Destiny Fulfilled, it told a story. Like it could really be a movie or a play about turning up at the club, from finding a man, being in love with your man, marrying your man, finding out he's cheating, divorcing him, and then finding love in God, and then being free.
That sounds like the Destiny Fulfilled album.
Yeah, but you said, no, I'm just saying Libra album. It's a good story.
Libra is my fucking shit.
Listen,
it's my shit.
She said we say things that we don't mean, but that's the way love work out sometimes. She said I'm gonna take this ring off. She said, listen, it's midnight. You know where your man is.
Shadowless is I think Shadowless is my favorite song off of that album. And
but I can't wait to find my finally.
Guess who wrote that?
Took a while to find my finally. I know
Guess
the
who
word,
wrote
I
it?
forgot. Of course I remember the words, I wrote it.
Yes. Carrie Hilson put her little...
Yes, Carrie Hilson did do finally.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she did do finally.
Carrie needs to go back to songwriting. That album is the fucking... And I like Pulse too. I love Pulse too. Like, I remember back in the day, I was like, tell your sister I love that album. She's like, no, bitch, you tell her yourself. I was like, well, I sure will. I don't think I ever told Tony any like favorite albums, but I got into Secrets like after I got to know them, and that album is the bomb too.
But I was into that next. A lot of people say Secrets is Tony our best body of work.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard Secrets. I've heard the ones that were hits or whatever like that. But as far as like albums, like Libra.
Yeah.
And please, the video she was so freaking. I'm a gay man. I'm sitting right there watching the video like, damn, like I will lick Tony from head to toe. She said
that.
She said Tony Braxton looked so good and sexy in that video, and in that one video she went from long hair to short hair. Like it was just like awesome. She said, "I will be the only one to please my man." She said, if he needs good loving, I've got it. Like I will. What you need, baby? I got it. Back up off of me. The Vinny's good. Loving, I've got it.
Well, we were going to discuss my boss, but we've been on here for a good while. But I will say, please send your prayers up for our girl, Big Ange, because she's battling stage 4, I believe it's lung cancer or throat cancer and brain cancer. And they're trying, her family is raising money for her on GoFundMe because her insurance will not pay for it. And you know, Big Ange, since the closing of her restaurant, she's been having money issues, which has been, I'm getting sad. I'm getting sad. I'm getting sad. I'm about to say I don't even want to talk about it. I feel bad for my girl, Big Ange. I really do. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I like Big Ange, but it just breaks.
It's so sad.
Like, but don't she get money from the show?
I don't know how much is getting paid.
Episode?
I don't know how much is getting paid from it, but you know, if anybody want to help and donate to her, the link, I'll put the link inside my more info box to donate to. Oh, I'm getting sad. To donate to. Oh, shut up! No, don't get sad, Gavin. You alright? For Big Ange, donate to Big Ange and her GoFundMe.
She has a GoFundMe
for her family, yeah, because her insurance will not pay for the type of treatment it is that Mike can help her. So her sister started a GoFundMe to raise this money, and it's this cannabis oil that they would like to give her because she's been in so much pain and things like that. And they were saying like one of her tumors in her throat is just getting big, and one, it just like her body's not responding to the treatments that they're giving her. So it's so bad. Oh, it's so sad.
Why is my first time hearing about this? I know like she had cancer.
She talked about it on the show, but they didn't go like in.
But I know they got rid of it.
No.
Where they came back or something?
I don't know, but she has it. Yeah, I feel so sad for Big Ange. That's like I remember when she first came on the show, we would talk like she's a man or whatever. Like that ain't no fucking lady. But like once she started getting those girls together, she became like the big mama of their
the matriarch of the show.
Yeah, and like she was no nonsense. She never picked a side. She just was like, no bitch, you wrong for that and you wrong for that. And to see her and what's her name? Renee to go at it last season, that was just crazy. But they all love each other, and I love that show. Like
I hate that it's the last season.
Yeah, I hate that it's the last season. But how many times your friend? I mean, we fight too. But I mean, like they be having like knockdown, drag out fights, and they've been knowing each other for over 20 years. I just don't agree with that stuff. I think that they gotta fix it. But maybe there might be a new blood of mob wives. I don't know.
Wasn't there a mob wives in Chicago?
Yeah, but they got canceled. I didn't watch it.
I can't remember nothing about it.
Yeah, I think the show has run its course, but I love Big Ange. I don't want her to be not on TV though. Like I loved her Drunken Monkey show they had for Miami Monkey or something like that. I love that show. Big Ange is just my girl. So please, if you can donate to Big Ange, the link, her GoFundMe link is inside my more info box. I just want to say thank y'all for watching today's new video. Dennis, thank you for coming on today and co-hosting with me. If you didn't hear from any of the previous videos, I know I didn't say in the beginning, but I'm going to be saying this in the beginning of our videos. For the blackout for July 15th. What day is July 15th?
It's Friday, July 15th, 2016.
Thank you. From July 15th to 16th, we're doing the blackout weekend in Atlanta.
Again?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Damn, you better rock.
I have. Work. I swear it's all I do is work.
On July 15th, we're going to go to Six Flags over Georgia in Atlanta. I'm not sure exactly what city or what county or whatever, but we're going to Six Flags over Georgia. So that'll be a nice little day event. I'm working on a nighttime event for us to go to have drinks and have a good time for those that's coming in from out of town. And then on Saturday, we're going to have the blackout at the Crow's Nest. It's the same place that it was at last year. Now this year, we are charging for admission to get in. If you pay your $20 by April 1st, well, if you pay before April 1st, it's $20. After April 1st, you have to pay $25. And you can send your PayPal payment to sweetandgreetc@gmail.com. The link for that will be, that will be inside the more info box. My camera is telling me, Kevin, hurry up and wrap this shit up. So we're going to go. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. And Michaela and I will see you on Monday after the Super Bowl. And I forgot to talk about Beyonce and his new management. This is my cousin. Yeah, I definitely got to go.
See y'all.
Hello?